get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Gonna let it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Feeling some heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Quick strike complete. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Howard. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Gordon Rowe, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to the air one more time. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Gets it out quickly.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
After that last completion, it's second down. To the ground with the back. Running with power. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Got a man. It's Lovett. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. The Dogs have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's back. He makes a grab. He gets it in.
start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. I imagine he's going to get an earful. After bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
To the air, it's back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. He's back to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Howard. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Complete in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into
stop before he gets enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Ibuka. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Now adjusting. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Lovett. At the 45 on its way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Trying to get to him. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's knocked down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. goes up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's back. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Oh, we've got a shootout.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Delivers the stiff arm.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense at an empty set. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me certain.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight end is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Ibuka. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on him. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. news about this drive, Jesse. It can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Right down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, Bobby, I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Lovett. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a deep man. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it. Going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
This time he's got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. Here to trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab over the middle. And the Bulldogs will have a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Lovett. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion extends this lead to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. this pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on first down from the 30. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Etienne. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Touch pass on the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only...
And the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win too. Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off. He'll take the deep shot. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And it's caught inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So, guys, that touchdown was huge, but they have to get the two here to make it a one-possession game. Trying to power it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll ride the hot hand and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.